Hey everybody, welcome to VR Master League here in week 6 of season 2, getting into the second half of the season now and starting off our primetime block tonight with at least a few matches here on this stream, maybe even more coming along the way. But in the casting corner, I'm Palidore, being joined by SputnikKobra, and on the cameras, it's so much for subtlety. So Sputnik, welcome to the cast, and yeah, we got Magnitude and Null here starting us off.
Absolutely. And I know a little bit about Null. I recently reworked one of their memes of the Echo bots dancing on a green screen. I think Manly Cupcake made that. So credit to Manly Cupcake. And Magnitude, I don't know much about, but I'm excited to see how they play today.
Yeah, same here. They're coming in at the bronze division there, rounded MMR of 1110. They were streamed once back in back a few weeks ago. Looks like July 21st. So, glad to get them back on the stream here and some more airtime. Seeing if they can take a win here, they would tie up their record there at 4-4 if that was the case.
Absolutely. And July feels like it was months ago. And we're in the week 5 of season 2, and it's been
now.
really, week 6. I keep forgetting the times. But
yeah, I keep having that problem on stream a lot because so many games, so many casts, it just everything blends together sometimes.
Yeah, and it definitely does with everything going on. But with that being said, the neutral joust countdown is underway. The team's about to come out of the gates. And getting it first with a headbutt will be Magnitude, knocking it down towards the bubble of Null, and Null will pick it up. Shad will try and send it through mid. It will bounce off the G and be picked up by Eva.
And worth noting here for Null as well, if they take a win, they would also even up at that 50-50 record, 6-6 that being said. But into the other side of the field here, some speedy players getting back into the bubble to defend that for Magnitude. Meanwhile, it's Null taking the disc, has the pass, and now just driving it in for a shot, but saved out there by Cool Master Coop.
Cool Master getting a soft touch on it before the stun came through, able to save that goal from the 3 range, and now pursuing it will be Magnitude picking it up. Eva will throw it forward, bouncing off that Geo down towards goal and bouncing out of the bubble, being picked up by Hamburger. Hamburger looking for that pass behind goal, and the shot will not be on target, bouncing right out of the bubble, and it's a scramble for possession.
Yeah, a little bit rare on the shot still. Maybe want to get it a little more well done, but next time I'm sure that'll be the case. Hamburger going to be one of those names that makes us casters sound silly, like we're fumbling our words. But you know what? Sometimes that is the case. At least we have an excuse this time if it happens, as a slap goes right into the deep end. And that's going to bounce pretty close, but then right back out the bubble again.
And to be picked up, not on the first try, be picked up by Hamburger coming through, but Shad will get the steal. Try and find the clear out, bounce off floor. Be picked up by Random sending it through tube into the hands of Cool Master Coop, but picked up by Random, and Random going for this shot at 3 range. It's not going to be on target, bouncing out of the bubble, but looking to pursue it, looking to pick it up will be Null. Random sending for that cross pass, gonna bounce off, dealing, and a slap through will come out from Magnitude.
And quick hello to everyone in the Twitch chat there. I see Taco on Thursday, as well as Neat, a Monster Man. And right now, a shot going through for the 3-point hit. Finally, a couple minutes in, and it's Magnitude showing some attitude.
Able to get that breakaway. Hamburger finding that shot at 9 meters, a meter outside of the bubble, so they'll put them up by 3, 7 minutes on the clock. Still anyone's game in this first round.
And also shout out to Cat. Don't worry, didn't miss you. It's just, you're a cat, so sometimes you're a little bit of a ninja. But I got you right here. Maybe getting the disc. It's going to be Shad, and he's going to be very, very, very glad to get this goal, perhaps. But the attempt just missing. Still a self-rebound. The persistence, the insistence, the conversion. The first 2 points for Null.
Shad picking it up right at the floor of bubble, able to find that dunk. Put 2 points on the board. So as we wind down with the 7 minutes, going into 6 minutes, it's only a 1-point game in favor of Magnitude. Magnitude CQB taking it from Nest will be Cool Master Coop under pressure. He'll throw it to left tube. Not able to pick it up will be his teammate. Will bounce down off that Geo, but looking to retrieve it, but getting stunned out will be Addison. And Random going for the clear through mid. down into that bubble, and it will be picked up by Coolmaster Coop looking for a clear.
And trying to evade that stack with some minor success. Eventually getting it right back is the that backline stack for their own team here on Magnitude. Now trying for a clear, sails to RZT, but RZT getting it broken out there by the good defense. And look at the stuns actually on the flyby here. Very nice from Null. That said, more players dangerously close, swooping in with these stuns before a clear goes out for Null. Now if they can get the boost, they might have a chance to take a lead here.
Absolutely looking to retrieve it in that bubble, getting to it, trying to find that angle is Shad, and he will. Gonna put it in at 2 meters. So now 1 point advantage to Null, turning it around on Magnitude.
Taco asking me a question that the website can answer for you on that one. Don't put me on the spot. At any level, I'm not ranking any teams. Although Kang is always kind of my personal #1. Caster's bias, but nonetheless. Besides that, it's Addison Mays here for Magnitude as a handoff actually goes right back to Eva. So that was a very convenient flowing pass as it goes right to the nest, but taken back again. So some self-passes in a sense, but you know what? It's going to get them those cents. That is 2 of them, and that's a 5-4 lead for Magnitude.
Magnitude able to find that 2 points, 6 meters. So as we approach the halftime mark of this first round, it's back and forth. 1 point advantage now to Magnitude. So Null 2QB, and getting it off the nest will be RZT, and RZT immediately sending it right to Shad. Shad looking for an opportunity, sending it right down towards that bubble, and will be picked up by Eva. So Eva looking for an opportunity. He's going to lose it off the head of his teammate, but the stun will come through and they'll retrieve it. And it's a bit of a scramble at the ceiling, going in the hands of Shad, exchanging possession to Eva, and Eva will go for the clear through tube.
A lot of brawls indeed. Everlasting, in fact, there are so many of them, but up to Shad, and Shad gets the disc, sends it through on the clear attempt, just kind of hitting the side wall, finding Manly Cupcake. Shouting, Sputnik shouted him out for some videos or memes earlier on, a lot of them in the Echo scene these days, and right now just trying to see red and see the goal. It's going to be taken, though, from Eva.
And Eva with possession, sending it forward to Hamburger. Hamburger is going to lose it off that stun. It will sail into the tube, into the bubble. And at the floor, looking to retrieve it is Null, but it will be slapped forward by Magnitude and be picked up by Random. Random with the clear through tube.
All right, so back it goes again. 1 point game, pretty neck and neck here as there's a back liner there. Coolmaster Coop just going to allow maybe his teammates to collect, and does so there. So waiting here at the nest and the goal itself. Some good positioning from Magnitude. Like to see it.
Absolutely, and fighting that pass down court into the hands of Hamburger. Hamburger under pressure. He's going to get stunned out, but picking it right back up. Eva is able to avoid that defender going off the backboard, and that's a 9-meter 3 outside the bubble. So that's another 3 points to Magnitude, and Eva making it look easy.
How about that? That was excellent from Eva, going right over on the jump on the first defender, swooped through to save the stunned out teammate, went right to the outer edge of that bubble, towed the line, and got the mighty fine shot. That was great from Magnitude. They're up by 4 points, 3 minutes remaining.
And looking to close the gap is Null, and they have this opportunity. They're going to send it down and be picked up by Coolmaster Coop of Magnitude. Magnitude trying to find that clear. It's going to bounce through mid and be retrieved by Null, just taking a little bit of time, but they're going to send it up towards ceiling, and they're going to lose that possession. Now it's a scramble, 4 players down at the trap, sailing up towards ceiling, and be picked up by Random. So Random trying to find his teammates under pressure, double coverage. Not going to be able to complete that pass, and picking it up will be Addison. Addison will lose the Manly Cupcake, and it will be a clear attempt off that Geo. And picked up at the ceiling by Random for that forward clear down into the bubble of Magnitude.
And Coolmaster at the moment feeling cool and collected. The defense not approaching for a little while, had enough time to find that proper pass. Second one, not quite as easy, but still is Hamburger there, looking for the very, very timely goal to put them ahead even more. And Hamburger with some ice. It's watered down. Sounds kind of gross, but nonetheless, 11-4 here, Magnitude.
Magnitude able to find a rhythm, finding 2 consecutive threes. This one from way outside the bubble at 23 meters. So 1 minute 40 seconds. Time is running out for Null with the 7-point deficit. They're going to try and find that pass to the right tube. It's going to bounce off the Geo. And getting it right back, but getting stunned will be a member of Null. It's going to be in the hands of Null again. Going to send it up towards ceiling. Look to retrieve it. So Shad going for that long shot attempt. It's going to be stopped by Addison, closing the gap. He sent forward down to mid. Family Cupcake will pick it up, send it back down towards Bubble. And Cool Master Coop will find possession at the goal.
So I think what Null can do better here, the thing that's really going against them a lot, as hold on, a picked up shot maybe, Addison Mays, but no, random person, a nice grab. Nothing random about that. That was calculated. But for Null, just maybe some more comms here, I think, because a lot of these passes or these collections on the disc, on these loose disc, you see they get it and then they kind of fling it. It's just in a random direction, sometimes to, several awaiting players in magnitude. So that's when the color comms and things like that are really important. So when your teammates get close to a disc, you're essentially shouting out, green, yellow, red to signify how much time they have. Or at least if anything else, when your teammates are about to get the disc, that's when you want to shout out, barrier or bow tie or double diamond mid, something like that. That way they immediately know where to send the pass without having to kind of scan and, act in a very, very tight situation.
Absolutely, and with this attempt, Addison will try and find it, bouncing off the lower part of the crossbar, be picked up by Shad. And the clear attempt will be picked up by another member of Null, and this attempt will come through, and Eva will find another 2 points to carry his team through the first round. And this round 1 will go to Magnitude. But yeah, talking about communication, it looked like these teams were rushed. They missed a lot of pass opportunities. And communicating your positions, communicating who has possession, who's going to get it, could do them a lot of good. But like with anything, it will come with time. And I always preface, the opposite of preface with that.
Post fist, I don't know, but yeah, Magnitude, credit to them. They did some really good work there on the team plan for sure. I mean, they do have, you see 3 different players on the scoreboard, 3 different players with at least an assist. So the distribution was there, and they were kind of collected on that end, and that bought them some good opportunities. For Null, they had some good defensive stands. I mean, you can see, look at 3 saves for random, Shad with 2, 1 save for RZT as well. You see a couple steals their way and a good amount of stuns, and they're winning out by a bit in those departments defensively. It's just more so once it turns into offense, too many, I think, those clears and not enough of just the the comms before the player is about to get the disc. That way, anytime, basically using your teammates as your eyes and ears, since the person who's closest to the disc, they're already worried enough about grabbing the disc and maneuvering around and evading defenders. The less that you have to think about as an individual, thanks to your teammates communicating, the easier it gets at the competitive level.
Absolutely, and communication is everything. The stronger the team, the stronger the communication, giving their time to the... Ooh, and Hamburger will find that, cutting me off with that explanation, but finding that clear off the upper geo and picking it up right below that goal. So that's a quick 2 points to Magnitude.
Yeah, Hamburger helped himself to a nice couple points. 9 seconds into this joust here in round 2. So effective start. Now for Null, they're going to be here on the joust advantage with the disc and sending it over there. Nice pass to Shad in the tunnel. So this is a pretty good rollout for them. One of the defenders diving, but the shot a little early. So that was again, 90% of that play was excellent from Null. It's just the finish there, slightly rushed, as has been the case. You see throwing it right back into the defenders there in the goal.
Absolutely, and clearing your angles, finding the right timing will just take time, not to be redundant, but a little too far out of a shot, and Cool Master Coop was able to predict it and get the save. So a clear will come down towards that bubble, be picked up by Random, and Random will find that dunk. So 2 points is tied up, and that's a good play from Null.
That was great. Yeah, Random ran down all of those offensive players there as they got the disc. So, he got it right back, dunked it in. That was just a 1-on-3 essentially, and he came away with a win. So great way to start off this round, and finally, getting on the scoreboard with only a minute and a half expired off the clock. It's great.
And that clear attempt will come through, bouncing off the double diamonds of Magnitude down towards that tube. Shad will pick it up, send it forward, and looking to pursue it is Magnitude, picked up by Hamburger, who will return that clear down towards the bubble of Null. And looking to pick up that clear will be Magnitude. At the ceiling is Addison. Addison taking his time, surveying the field, sending it forward to Ness, but not able to pick it up will be his teammate. He'll go back towards the tube, and the stun will come through. Null able to put the stun on Magnitude, secure that possession at floor, so Manly Cupcake with it. Trying to find that short-range pass, but occluded by the block. It will bounce off of it. Another stun will come through. Picking it up will be RZT, trying to get it out of their backcourt, and it will find its way through the tube and up into the hands of Manly Cupcake. So Manly Cupcake looking for this long shot attempt, but it's not going to be able to be on target. And Random will follow it up 7 meters. Another 2 points on the board for Null.
And happily so. There you go. A minute into that last joust, and right back on the score sheet at the 2-point advantage. Not a problem. Converting on the defense, being off balance, not attending to the goal, or able to get back in time. So that's great for Null for sure. And quick shout out again to some more people stopping by and talking in the Twitch chat. We see a real one in there, as well as iRush and Zenny Dude. And in the groove for the grab is RZT. Little awkward interaction maybe, but still got it nonetheless, and now spacing the floor.
Trying to pull that defender out of position, going for that clear, will find its way through the tube, down towards that bubble, and it will go from goalkeeper to goalkeeper. Cool Master returning it through mid, bouncing off the Geo down to floor into the hands of RZT. So goalkeeper to goalkeeper, back to back on these clears.
And that'll go back to the top of the cloud and trying to surround the goal for a 3. That was very bold, but you know what? It struck gold. Addison amazed, and Addison amazed on that shot.
A great shot from Addison, 14 meters way outside the bubble, off the backboard. Goalie not able to read it, so that's 3 points, putting them in the lead. Magnitude will have this 1-point advantage. Null to QB, RZT picking it up, sending it right to 2, but it's not going to be able to find its target. It's bouncing off the Geo and picked up by Addison. Addison looking for this long shot, going off the backboard, and that's another 3 at 20 meters. Now a 4-point lead, so Magnitude will find this rhythm and continue to find success as we approach the halftime mark of the second round.
I think Addison hearing Neat over in the Twitch chat there off that the 2 shots ago off that backboard. Well, you know what? Came back and did it again, a second backboarded shot. And that is a very hot hand over from Addison Amaze, as Random Person approaches the goal here in the bubble, but stolen out very nicely by Eva.
And it will go down to that floor, bouncing up, being picked up by RZT. RZT looking for a long shot, but stopping his Cool Master. Coop sitting in that goal, ready and anticipating that shot, clearing it down towards the bubble of Null. Null, this 4-point deficit. They need to pick up, they need to start converting. It will bounce up towards the goal. He's stopped by Shad, but picked up. Eva putting it on the board. 2 more points. That was 6-point lead to Magnitude. Magnitude able to pursue that clear, take possession from that backline player, put it in at 1 meter.
Well, whatever momentum that they had, or they didn't have, I should say, for Magnitude over those first few minutes, it's pretty much all back now. Some back-to-back goals for Magnitude, and they are up here by 6 points. Still 4 minutes remaining, but possession going back their way again. Maybe as they all converge on each other, and instead, actually, it will be a save. Cool Master was Manly Cupcake flinging it their way, but always dangerous once more, just having those players in the goal. And as I say that, even more dangerous is Addison Maze, absolutely ablaze.
Absolutely, Addison really showing that they have these long distance skills. 32 meters, 20 meters, 23 meters off the backboard from straight ahead, putting point after point on this board. 3 minutes 50 seconds, now a 9-point deficit. Null needs to convert. They're going to roll out. They're not going to complete that pass. Almost picking it up on the flyby will be Magnitude and pursuing it. So hot on the heels of Null and getting the stun on RZT. It will fly up towards the ceiling, and pursuing it will be Null. So Shad with possession, looking for this long attempt, sending it down and bouncing off the Geo. And coming out of the back line will be a player of Magnitude. looking to get it at the wall and slapping it out. So Eva will get stunned out. Another this open goal, but able to get it through tube is Magnitude. So it will be at the floor and it will be picked up by RZT, who will send it right back through mid. And looking to pursue it will be Null. They need to get points on the board. They need to do it now. But a clear out from Cool Master Coop will prevent that from happening.
And Shad with the disc rolling up here, maybe a 3-on-2 situation. Number is not going to be to their benefit, apparently, on that shot, but still a rebound, maybe by Shad. Had some good ones earlier, unable to do anything with it as it does get cleared to the mid lane. Hamburger is there as well. You can just see trying to creep up ahead a little bit, wait for the teammates to arrive. A little bit of rush clears going on, but of course the defense nearby to force it. And we're down to 2.5 now, just about.
Time is running out for Null. And with possession is Cool Master Coop coming out of that bubble, looking for that pass attempt, and will get it to Hamburger. Hamburger will follow it up with that clear off the Geo. Then we picked up by Random. So Random will follow it up with another clear through mid, and that stack from Magnitude will look to pick it up, not getting it on the first bounce, getting it on the second one. And Eva going through mid for that clear and finding its way through down into that bubble, and that stack will come through, but this time from Null. But Null not able to pick it up, and that shot will go through Addison with another 3 points.
Hold on, Addison. It's absolutely a maniac on offense. That is 3 after 3 after 3 after 3. Call it simple Addison. It is amazing what Addison's doing today. 16-4, and Magnitude is going to take this one.
Absolutely. There's not enough time to come back for Null. They'll get that pass to Tube. Shad with possession. Shad looking to floor. And that backline player, this defense coming out to pressure. Going for another 3. It will be stopped. Cool Master Coop with a lot of saves on the board today. Eva to pick it up at floor and looking for that clear will bounce and find its way through to the hands of Hamburger. Hamburger will lose off that stun. Shad going for another long shot attempt, bouncing off the nest. And Null looking to put points on the board, looking to close this gap as much as they can. But with 60 seconds on the clock, time is running out. Be picked up by Random. Random sending it right back down towards the bubble. And a player of Null in the bubble looking to pick it up. But going for the stun on the goalie. So we'll go into the hands of Magnitude. And then we'll send that interception at mid RZT back down to the floor, but not able to find its target. And Cool Master Coop will once again at the back line have it in his hands.
Not for too long, goes to the midline here as they sail and try to collect. It's Random person trying to find a teammate. There's Shad on the bottom of the floor. So rolling up for a pass. That was a good attempt, but just a better dive. Eva going for a clear immediately on the boost. So this is what I was talking about earlier. You can see they lose the disc and now they look for the boost and try to find something. That said, finding a lot was Addison in this match today. That shot off and back to RZT.
And it will sail down towards that bubble. 13 seconds on the clock and counting. So well in the hands of Magnitude. Magnitude getting that stun and doing a little bit of a dance on their friendly player. Will sail down towards that bubble, and that's it. That's the end of time. And this second round will go into the hands of Magnitude. Magnitude able to take it in 2 rounds.
I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Magnitude doing some work there for sure. That was I mean, Addison absolutely catching fire. Does not, you can't not point that out because, man, just an impressive scoring. It was what, 3 or 4 goals in a row, 3-pointers, I think, at some point. Then continue to pile on a couple more later on. So yeah, Magnitude with some great aptitude and with a strong showing today for Null. You know, this is their second, I believe, second or third match here that's been streamed, and you know, not going their way this time, but of course there's always going to be good things to take away from it and things to grow on based on, you know, what you watch in the VODs and things like that. So this time couldn't stop the hot hand, but you know, no, still excited to keep streaming them and getting all these teams continued airtime and just watch that improvement. That's one of my favorite parts of VRML, is watching the growth of all the teams and players who come into the league new, and then after a few months, just totally different. A lot of teams like that.
Absolutely, and everything comes with time, and these teams will find it. They will find their groove. And looking at the scoreboard and the stats, we've got Eva with 7 points, 2 assists, 4 saves. Cool Master Coop holding it down with 10 saves, shutting down a lot of these 3 attempts. Hamburger with 8 points, 8 saves himself. And Addison, as you said, coming through with 14 points, 2 assists, and 14 stuns. And on Null, we've got Manly Cupcake with 1 assist and 46 stuns. RZT with 2 saves and 7 stuns. Shad, 4 points, 3 saves, 1 steal, 30 stuns. And Random with 4 points, 3 saves, and 16 stuns.
All right, and with those stat lines read off, we're about to head off, but not for too long. It's 4 minutes from now. We have a scheduled match between Meta and Outlaws, and it's going to be on this channel as well. 30 minutes after that, roughly, we'll have Blitz versus Underrated Rookies. So if all things go according to plan and schedule, we should have all those for you here on Channel 1. So looking forward to that. Until then, though, we'll be right back. So stay tuned. over 150 teams. Hours of live commentated matches every single day.
Gonna do some juice. Oh my goodness.
It's not an esport, it's the sport. You can play anywhere in the league. You can play in anytime. Full body, full team play. This is VRML Echo Arena. All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the stream here. Getting ready, maybe to start. No, looks like they're rematching. Okay, so with these two teams, it's gonna be Meta and Outlaws. I hope. We'll see. We're dealing with one absent player at the moment, it would seem. Now, of course, as per the rules, they do have up to the 15 minutes past scheduled start time to start. So not taking away from that, but just due to scheduling on the stream end of things, we'll have to begin in the next minute or so, basically. Otherwise, we may have to skip this stream in favor of the next one, just out of responsibility to the other teams too. Don't want to let other people wait and such. So that's kind of the deal. We're hoping we'll be able to cast this because I expect it to be a pretty fun match, by all means. But teams need to consider definitely themselves first here. So if they want to wait for their fourth, not a problem at all on my end. But we'll see. We will see. In any case, on this casting booth, should this game be casted the next minute, I'm Palidore on cameras. So much for subtlety. We have SputnikKobra still here casting with me as well, and hoping to get it started pretty soon.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to this match. Hopefully we can get started soon, but
oh look, a fourth.
It looks like one of the teams will ready up, and we do have all players present, so we're about to get started with this neutral joust.
Yeah, all right, so Tiny Thug joining in on this one, and now we got ourselves the 4v4. So good. Glad I didn't never love skipping matches whatsoever. It's the worst, but sometimes you got to do what we got to do. That said, these teams, they are doing exactly what they're doing, which is to stay playing this game, jousting and winning it first here. Fast Furious going in for a one-on-one with a duck under, but just loses the handles on the disc.
Reese with that great prediction, able to read that change in verticality, get the stun, prevent that shot from happening. So Strange Illusion is sent it under the goal to Fast and Furious, and trying to find that shot off the backboard. Will bounce out of Bubble. Strange to follow it up with a two-pointer at 6 meters. So that's 2 points on the board, and we're just getting started with this first round.
Yeah, good job there just to get the disc right back, and getting those extra attempts going to buy you a lot of good things anytime in competitive play, when you can really force the defense to stay on their toes and feel more and more panicked over time. The longer the disc stays on one side of the floor, the more nervous energy you're going to have on the defense, just dreading that shot coming your way.
Absolutely, and getting that Intercept will be Rage at mid, sending it down for the clear, being picked up by Long Arm and showing that he's got a long arm, sending it down for that clear, and looking to retrieve it is that backline player coming out of the bubble, but exposing the goal, but able to get the stun. And another stun will come through. It's a loose disc at ceiling, and will be cleared down, actually passed down towards Bowtie. Strange Illusion with it. Strange taking his time, looking for his opportunities, able to avoid that defender, sending it down to the floor, and finding that dunk will be Fast and Furious, and making it look easy with that windmill dunk at the lower pocket.
Yeah, nice dunk in there. Strange Illusion getting the assist. And yeah, between these two players, both had their mitts on both of these first two plays. There was one play was Fast scoring and Strange assisting, then the other play it's Strange scoring and Fast assisting. So good start for them, and they might have a chance at even some more points yet, as it does get taken away. But then right back to Reese, who goes for that clear, or that pass rather, to the tunnel, and lining it up, but too high.
And the clear will bounce off the back wall up towards ceiling. Fast Furious will find it, send it for that cross, a little slow and under pressure, trying to find that pass back, be picked up by Rage. Rage will get stunned out. Teammates coming through, and that another stun will come through. The Tiny Thug will lose it to KFC the Gamer. There'll be another clear into the hands of the backline player, but another interception and another interception, and that shot will come through, bouncing off the nest. So a lot of changes in possession and trying to find a rhythm are both of these teams, but 4 points to Outlaws. They're looking pretty good right now.
And Reese bringing it to the midfield here, trying to find their first 2 points still, but gonna be slapped out by KFC, and eventually back into the bubble. It'll sail to the bottom. There's a very speedy set of players filing in, but piling on, or another slap to the opposite side of the wall there, taken by Long Arm with a long heave, and Rage right through the mid on the clear.
And down towards that floor of bubble, be picked up by that defense coming in, finding it, going for that upper pass to Fast Furious. So 4 points to Outlaws. Outlaws looking pretty good. They'll send it right back under pressure. KFC will try and find that clear, will bounce off the Geo, picking it right back up. Will be Outlaws, and sending it down for that forward pass. Long Arm finding that 2-pointer, so 6 points on the board. Outlaws got nice breathing room. They've got 3 possessions, 2 possessions, depending on the shots. So 6 minutes on the board, a 6-point lead to Outlaws.
Long Arm doing some harm. Needless to say, they're going to be happy to get another player on the board. That's 3 different players now on these first 3 scores for Outlaws, getting points on the score sheet. So really nice distribution of the efforts. Everyone kind of assisting each other and just playing, that solid team play that we come to expect, especially, from Outlaws here. I've, heard great things, and from Meta as well, I've seen great things. So expecting a good match, and it's good to see these teams new to the league prioritizing that team-heavy play.
Absolutely. Looking at the chat, Ariel 1 saying, I've been watching them for 3 days. That's an automated stream. I never look at it. So I have not been watching you, and Fast and Furious will lose possession on a slightly laggy interaction. It will be a clear through mid down towards that bubble of Outlaws. And picking up at the floor will be Strange Illusion. So defense all set up in that bubble, trying to find a pass opportunity to break past Meta.
Quick shout out to Princess, by the way, for following the channel after all this time. 42 minutes ago, I'm just seeing that now. My. Well, over here, Long Arm trying to fly by, going right under, but torn asunder by Reese, getting the piece of that disc and sending it right to mid.
And that slap through will come through off that bow tie, and looking to retrieve it again is Outlaws. So Outlaws going for that nice bounce pass off the ceiling, picking it up his Long Arm. Long Arm able to get that pass off before the stun, and reaching up and finding it as Fast Furious, but getting stunned out by this defense of Meta. Meta looking for that clear and finding it through the tube and trying to pursue it with this stack. And it is a slow race, and getting that shot off, it's not going to find its way. It'll be bouncing off the crossbar, and a clear attempt off the bottom floor will come through. It'll be picked up by Reese at the back line.
So Reese right through the very heavy traffic down that alley and finding eventually the blue team here for Outlaws. Now Meta collecting the disc. It's Tiny Thug looking just to get some points. Even tiny ones, doesn't matter. They need some points, but right now, little disjoint as we get Outlaws with the disc back. And they have, a couple players forward, one right in the back by the goal. I mean, goes right back to what I was saying. The positioning, pretty nice.
Absolutely, and at the back line again, Reese will find it. He's getting stunned out in that approaching stack, looking for possession. Fast and Furious going for another long shot, and our long arm picking it up, taking his time, going for that short pass, and it will bounce off the head of Reese right into that goal. Such 8 points to Outlaws.
Always tough, but it happens to all of us at times. And so bouncing in and getting the points nonetheless. See in the chat there, what game is after this? Asking Phase Owen, aka Titan, still remember. We'll have, let's see, Blitz and Underrated Rookies is the current plan. So be on the lookie for that one as Outlaws go back here with a disc and reset nicely to Illusion.
A strange illusion going up the ceiling, getting that bounce pass to Fast Furious. Fast Furious under double coverage, able to get rid of it before the stun comes through, and KFC, the gamer, will pick it up. Going through mid for another pass, bouncing off the Geo back towards their bubble, but able to recover. Will be Strange Illusion slowing it down once again, and the floor pass will come through to KFC, the gamer, so he gets another chance for this pass, going up the ceiling, and able to read the bounce is Fast Furious. Fast Furious going for another shot attempt, but it's going to be wide, and Reese will get the clear through tube.
All right, back to KFC instead. A heavy heave right into the goalie. Reese diving off, picking it out, and sending it through again on the attempt. But again, kind of the same result. Strange Illusion taking it away, but getting stunned. So maybe a little disillusioned as the moment. You can see defense filing in from Meta, actually cutting off some of these midline players there who would be potential receivers pretty nicely. Now Meta is able to get the disc back as a result. Rage bringing it up front, looking for a little push kind of pass as they go under and push forward for their first 2 points. And Boss made the plays.
Great shot from Boss. Plays, able to put 2 points on the board in this first round. Still a 6-point deficit, but 80 seconds on the clock. They can come back from this.
Yeah, it's still time. See, Cool Master Coop also in the chat a little earlier asking how that game was that, well, he played in earlier. It was very, 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 very good. The one just before that stream. As, let's see, goes off the bow tie, it looks like, and going to be taken now at the midline, perhaps. But yes, shout out to Addison for that game. That's all I remember. Well, most significantly was that second round. Pretty ridiculous. So good job to you guys though on the victory. It was a good game. And right now ending this first round on this game for Outlaws and Meta. Oh, I think Sputnik maybe dropped, or maybe I did. I'm not sure.
I'm rejoining. Looks like the storm rolling through has been affecting my internet, but I'm back and I'm rejoining the match.
All right, well, Sput coming back, and Rage going to the back, the board that is, but it's going to be taken out and sent out of the way. KFC, the gamer. Now, there's a name I remember last time I streamed here for Outlaws not too long ago. KFC was putting on some pretty hot plays. I remember because there were way too many chicken and KFC-related puns. But you know what? That's my mnemonic device. Same thing. If you go back and watch that last stream, there were Addison word plays for days. But regardless, the first round will be taken here by the Outlaws, and yeah, just an effective match for them, for sure. I like the team play, the positioning that they showed, and doing well for themselves just to get everyone involved there with assists and everyone scoring. You always love to see it.
Absolutely, and this first round will go to Outlaws, so they have this 1-round advantage. I'm looking to take it in 2, but let's see if they can do that.
All right, well, that we will. So Meta going to come back here in the second round, see if they can use this 1 minute to their full advantage. And often the case, as is often the case, you'll see teams do just that, especially as we go deeper and deeper into VRML and this season 2, with all the kind of the ranks starting to close on in and people finding their general place. And you get these really good matches that provide round 3s and the OTs. And yeah, hoping for that here, absolutely, in this second round. Meta coming back. It was Reese with the 3 saves, doing pretty nice on that side of the defense. But again, a matter of the offense. So let's see what they provide as we get the joust underway.
And it will be won by Meta. Meta knocking it down towards the bubble of Outlaws, but Outlaws able to pick it up. KFC going for that clear through mid. Gonna sail all the way down towards that bubble. Bounce off the back wall, but into the hands of Reese. He'll find possession. Follow it up with another clear attempt. And we'll go into the hands of Strange Illusion, avoiding that defender on Bowtie, getting that cross pass. Another cross pass on target. Long arm trying to finish it. Was gonna bounce off the crossbar out of bubble. Able to pick it right back up is Strange Illusion. Going to Nest, and a shot attempt will come through from Fast Furious at 4 meters.
Outlaws putting on a passing clinic there. So even after that first missed shot, still got it back and did it some more. But there were a lot of hot and accurate passes, more importantly. Just flying off the handles, but still managing to grab it and get some good opportunities. The passing plays, always so nice, as Tiny Thug rolls out and tries to get some revenge here. And Meta still trying to find some scores.
And picking it right back up is Outlaws at the ceiling with that nice pass to the wall. And that stack will go all the way down towards that bubble, get the pass right up to Strange Illusion, but that flyby stun will come through. The boss plays gonna follow up with another clear attempt, and they're gonna try and do it, but not able to get it on the flyby. Will bounce past the teammate and down back, and I don't know, it'll be stunned and saved, and Rage able to find it. So now it's a tie game of changing possession at that bubble. Maybe a miscommunication, but now joust advantage to Outlaws.
Totally undoing that stack. And yeah, Rage against the machine. Indeed, Meta finding their tie up here. Hello to the Twitch chat, by the way. I see Twisted, TWD, Josh, The Walking Dead, Josh, maybe, into the chat. FMJ 4K as well. Welcome, as we continue this round.
And picking up at the floor will be Reese. Sending an interception and a long shot attempt will come through, bouncing off the backboard out of bubble. Looking to retrieve it will be Outlaws. Outlaws sending it down to floor and back up the ceiling, but it's going to be slightly behind their teammate. And this will be picked up at the wall by Boss Plays. Sending it for that clear, and Strange Illusion will shut down that angle. So again, with possession, Outlaws looking to put more points on the board. It's tied up in this second round. Outlaws taking the first round down the floor to KFC. KFC looking for an opportunity, able to avoid that defender, crossing it, and now in the bubble with another close attempt. It will be Long Arm putting 2 points on the board. 7 minutes on the clock, and only a 2-point advantage to Outlaws.
That's a pretty slick move there, Sput. That was, they mentioned it a week ago. I think we saw something similar. Not often you see these kind of flyby ankle breakers, but whenever you see it, it's kind of entertaining. Putting on some hot moves and finding their groove again. Outlaws up 4-2.
Absolutely. Rolling out from the gates. They're not going to be able to complete that pass on that joust advantage. They're going to lose possession. Strange Illusion able to avoid these defenders, send it down to floor. So KFC looking for an opportunity, not under pressure just yet. Sending it down to floor and getting another shot attempt, and that's going to be good as Fast Furious. So at 4 meters, they're finding the success. They're pulling ahead from that tie, so 4-point advantage to Outlaws. Outlaws is looking pretty good. 6 minutes on the clock.
And still time for Meta here to come back with 4 points behind, but still on this launch, they can just show a little bit of that control, but unfortunately looks like one of the players losing just that, the controls, as Rage tries to collect himself. And right now they're just trying to check on the goalie here, maybe go on the 2-on-2 assault, now turning into kind of a 4-on-2, and will be a nice slinger from KFC.
Absolutely, and a little bit of excitement from Outlaws with that spin around behind the back shot at 5 meters. So pulling ahead as we approach the halftime of this second round, and a rematch will come through in time stoppage.
Halftime out is, I guess, what you were getting at, because yeah, it will be the brief timeout taken, tech timeout presumably for I believe Meta. So there'll be 5 minutes there on the clock as they try to address whatever issues they may or may not have had, and 5:40 on the clock at that. To the Twitch chat, I see you guys. Thanks for joining us today. Of course, along on the next stream, or on the next match on this stream, I should say, we have a game between Blitz and Underrated Rookies that will happen in another hour, and about an hour and 7 minutes from now. We'll have Schrodinger's Disc versus Protostar on this channel, as well as Four Angry Men and Zero Gravity following. So a lot of matches still to come, so don't you go anywhere. Now
Absolutely, and I wonder if this
absolutely.
storm. Am I coming?
Yes.
I don't know if I'm hearing everything in a delay. I think the storm is rolling through my area in the northeast, the east. So I wonder if that hurricane is affecting people right now, or that tropical storm.
Maybe. But hopefully you stick with us on the connection, and if not, well, you know what, we got you covered. But I think we'll be good. We just can't Caster's curse it by talking about it too much. Remember back in season 1 finals, or maybe it was the second to last week, I can't remember exactly, but one of those big matches towards the finals, it was Wit who had a tornado issue in one of the final weeks there, and right when we were about to go live with some streams, important streams at that, and that was kind of a deal of its own right. So we manage, but it's always the kind of thing you have to deal with at times when you're dealing with the online situation and everyone's in different places, different times. So we find a way. Life finds a way. Live streams find a way.
And definitely, I think the first thing we told him was seek shelter. So I don't remember how we ended up doing all of that at the finals, but we got it done regardless of the difficulties. And B-Stand's coming through in chat saying the tropical storm is why I couldn't play in this game.
Gotcha. That's always unfortunate, but indeed wishing everyone well and to be safe and all that good stuff as we do, I think, get ready to start here. But I do remember, just a lot of these issues, when they happen, they're unfortunate, but it's just kind of the nature of the game sometimes. But yeah, I appreciate all you guys for joining us here. I want to shout out real quick as well our great sponsors in ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware.net. Always appreciative of their support for VRML and for the community.
Absolutely. Without them, we wouldn't be able to make this great stream, this great community happen. So many thanks to them. This is a community effort, and it takes all of us. So thanks to the viewers, thanks to Palidore, thanks to Subtlety, thanks to Sir Dimwee, and thanks to Swift and all of the other casters.
For sure, and shout out as well to our viewers there, and I see Scuba Steve following the channel 12 minutes ago. We had iRush as well. Well, I blush. Thank you. Feel good. Feel good moments. All right, that said, I feel even better because look at that. We've got ourselves a continuation of this second round, and Outlaws, after taking the first, they'll come out of the gates hot here, trying to continue to roll. But for Meta, maybe that timeout, regardless of what the issues were, maybe it was enough to get them kind of mentally reset and prepared for the rest of this second round.
And that pass will try and find its way through mid into the hands of Outlaws, but Outlaws not able to complete it, picking up its ceiling and sending it right down to that bubble. Reese able to make the pickup, but gonna send another clear through mid. Picked up by Strange Illusion. Strange up to Long Arm, and Long Arm with this one-on-one. It's gonna bounce off the head of Reese. Reese almost able to get a hand on it.
I think he did get a hand.
Might have actually brought it in a goal.
It looked like got the grab, but then just kind of bounced right out of the hand on that save there. Tough. That's the second time it's happened, I believe, right? So, like I said, when those things occur, probably no worse feeling in the world as a goalie, because you feel like, okay, I got a great save, and then you get scored on, and then it's like, oh, well, that wasn't what I wanted.
Absolutely, that detracts from the game, but Strange Illusion will find it at the wall. With his 8-point lead, Outlaws is looking pretty good, able to avoid those defenders in the tube, manipulating the Geo, moving around, not just one but three times. So KFC will have this attempt at goal and find it. That's another 2 points to Outlaws.
Okay, FC, that was really nice. I see you. Called an ambulance. Outlaws 12-2, 4 minutes remaining.
So back into the hands of Meta. Meta with Joust advantage. And into the hands of the QB Reese. Also the goalie. And to the tube to Rage. So Rage trying to find that pass attempt that will bounce off the Geo and be picked up again by the backline player Long Arm. So Long Arm sending it down to KFC. KFC looking to juke out another player of Meta. It will bounce through the tube and coming through and picking up in that long shot attempt. It will bounce off the crossbar. An unfortunate series of events, but picked up by Long Arm. He's gonna send it down to floor, and reading it will be Fast and Furious. Fast and Furious finding it off the backboard. So there's another 2 points, making it look easy. Able to move himself along the floor, find that opportunity, and put it in at 5 meters.
Nice shot there, nice touch. Little bit of everything being shown here, and Fast Furious getting it done again. 3 minutes remaining. Outlaws looking like they're going to pull away here. Meta still has a little time to get something going, but not as much as they would perhaps like. Limiting Walnut in the chat there. Lots of games still coming. Yes, there's one right after this. Underrated rookies will be playing against Blitz. And right now, blitzing the goal, but just miss. So after that as well, another hour from now, we have Schrodinger's Disc and Protostar, as well as 4 Angry Men and Zero Gravity. Right now, trying to just grab it and sling it backwards, going for a little bit of that steez as it sails into the midfield. And will be Rage as well as KFC. Some nice leeches off each other. That was a pretty sick aerial play there from the two of them.
And Limiting Walnut coming in the chat, making a nice joke that many chatters didn't get, saying that shot should be illegal, and then having to explain the joke. But a good
Someone
joke.
called the law over there on Mayhem. Yeah, exactly. Be a caster.
I mean, we love our puns, and we are full of awful jokes, so you get along with us.
Hey, speak for yourself. Anyway, into the midfield. It's going to sail out. There's 2 players about to wrangle this disc, perhaps, as long as they don't overshoot it. There's Fast and Furious. And, going for the reverse spinner for the goal.
Making it look easy. Fast Furious getting it. Another 2 points. Really racking them up in this second round. So 90 seconds on the clock. It's a 14-point deficit to Meta.
And with 1:20 left, and oh dear, that's a lap shot, spiking it from the nest and breaking it in for the 19th point for Outlaws.
So another 3 points. Outlaws really pulling away. 60 seconds on the clock. They're looking for this mercy, and they're boosting down to try and meet that QB, put a few more points on the board, and end this round.
Yeah, Outlaws absolutely fire. Not even, I mean, they're just not stopping. Haven't looked behind. Look again, going to take it away. KFC the gamer with the open shot, and that's going to mercy it here at 22-2. Outlaws, I mean, heard of Law less, but that was Law more. Also, Moore's Law. They keep piling it on, growing their total over the course of that game, and 22-2. That was a strong effort there from Outlaws.
Absolutely, and a really random tech theorem, but didn't expect a Moore's Law joke, but a really good stuff from both of these teams.
Well, Moore's Law, that's where things double every 2 years, right? It's Outlaws were doubling their points every 2 minutes is what I was getting at. See, I got it.
Yes, definitely, but I think you need a little bit of an explanation for the viewers. But a great game to both teams. Looking at the scoreboard, we've got 2 points going to Rage, 1 assist, 16 stuns, 6 stuns, and 5 saves to Reese. The boss plays coming through with 2 saves, 2 points, 14 stuns. Tiny Thing with 1 steal and 42 stuns. And on Outlaws, we got 10 points to Fast Furious, 2 assists, Long Arm with 4 points himself and 1 assist. Strange Illusion finding 2 points, 4 assists, and 17 stuns. And KFC coming through with 10 points, 2 assists, 2 saves, and 26 stuns.
All right. Well, that said, won't linger here too much longer because we have another game about to start immediately. It will be the underrated rookies facing off against Bliss. So we're going to be right back after this very short break. Hey guys, told you we'd be back soon. We got ourselves another match starting here. It's Blitz versus underrated rookies, so not too long off the clock, and we're about ready to start. So giving them the pings here, and the return of the underrated rookies. Been a little while since I've gotten to stream them, so happy to do so. Blitz, have seen them fairly recently here on stream. Just got them on Monday, their match there against Phoenix, where they took the win. So coming off some good feelings, trying to deal maybe some damage to this underrated rookie team, who we know existing, at least by name, since the Rookie Cup back in May. So, Sputnik, back on the cast with me, as well as so much for subtlety on the cams. And Sputnik, how's it going?
It's going great, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how underrated rookies plays. They were the winners of the Rookie Cup, and they're one of the rising stars. All of these players have been looking really good, and they're continuing to progress. But not to underplay Blitz. Blitz definitely brings something to the table. I'm looking to see how they play.
Yeah, absolutely. For Blitz, a bit newer in comparison to VRML here. They've been playing for a couple weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks, I believe. And right now, off that first neutral joust, it's going the way of Tall Robert, but it's sending it right back. And Yolo Man taking that as prize. Crispier at that goes for that clear. They got the boost, they got the open goal, maybe, and the shots from Bean. Oh, that was a great hit to start off 30 seconds in.
A great shot from Bean at 14 meters, way outside the bubble. So that's 3-point lead starting off this round in favor of Blitz.
Not the easiest shot there either. That was, I mean, sailing right past, no hesitation, slapping it. That was a great way to start it off here as a YOLO Man for underrated rookies gets the disc and sends it, but intercepted. And shout out also Echo Tammy now joining in the chat. See ya. Thank you for being here, and hope you all are doing well, cheering on your team as Bean goes for another one, but off.
Getting the stun and a little bit of verticality, but not able to finish that shot, bouncing off the wall, getting that pass down to Bean. Bean rising towards the goal, trying to go off the backboard. It's gonna bounce out of bubble. Be picked up for that slap, almost off the Geo. It's gonna be saved and slapped out by underrated rookies.
A few different times there that disc could have very well gone in, so I'm sure they're happy to see it not be the case. That said, over here for Blitz, they're going to try and get the disc back, but YOLO Man sending it through again, and now it's just a matter of who can get this disc first, and more importantly, who can get a teammate spaced out somewhere. When you see these moments unfold, you know, going for that anchored pass somewhere and slowing it down a bit is usually when you'll see that team able to score.
With that short pass, but the stun will come through, be picked up by YOLO Man. YOLO Man's gonna clear it down towards that back line and challenging it and trying to find it. It will bounce off the Geo. YOLO Man getting it in that forward pass to Bambi. So Bambi trying to pull this defense out of position, sending it cross. They're slowing it down. Sphinx back to Sepulcher. Sepulcher down to Bambi, and they're going to play this passing game. They're going to send it up the post. Now this opportunity from YOLO Man. They'll find it at 4 meters.
Yeah, YOLO Man, the good shot, but also greatly aided by Sphinx and that just good look. The teamwork there being shown on that play, just to work it around from spot to spot, and then, yeah, making the shot. That's efficiency, and that's team play.
Absolutely, and 7 minutes on the clock. First round, only a 1-point advantage. Blitz, so Blitz sending it down to floor into the hands of Bean. Bean's gonna lose to YOLO Man. YOLO Man looking good, not under pressure just yet. And the stack comes in and getting the stun. So they will pick it up at mid, and Bean will send it right down towards that bubble. And the stacks will come through, looking to meet it, not able to get it on the first bounce, looking to get it off the second bounce, not under pressure just yet, but it will come through, able to get the snag, but the stun will stop him. So Bean with it, sending it to mid and into the hands of Crispier. So Crispier will find that shot to the bottom pocket.
Christopher, well, he was Christopher Robin. Another couple points here for Blitz. But yeah, nice shots and nice persistence. That disc got loose a couple times, and it was those brawls, I think, by Bean over the side wall that helped enable that.
Definitely, so a 3-point advantage now to Blitz. Blitz has a little bit of breathing room. They're going to hold with their stack at mid, try and predict this offense. So Sphinx is going to take his time. They're going to try and get the stun, but the stack is still there, and they're applying pressure. So they're just going to hold, maybe delaying the clock, and they're not going to push it. They're down by 3, and that stack is just going to run around on that offense and able to get through. They will. So Bambi's going to now lose it to Bean, and Bean's going to send it right back to that backline player Synth.
All right, well, Blitz now back in control. Yeah, that was kind of an awkward rollout there, just monkey in the middle, except no discs were being thrown. So it was just kind of a ping-ponging between a bunch of different players. That said, if it does get them the goal at the end of this, then I suppose it did work. So Blitz trying to be fast now on this approach, getting the good stacks from the back line and boosting towards the grab. Bean right from down under, but a nice little fake. Maybe not what he wanted, though, because it's a good steal from Sepulcher and gets it right through for the integer. That's to say they got the 5 points on the board.
So it is tied up, and we're at 5 minutes on the clock. Joust advantage to Blitz. Blitz looking to put more points on the board. Both of these teams looking to put more points on the board. So with Joust advantage, they have the opportunity to do that. Into QB will be Tall Robert, setting it to 2 into the hands of Crispy, but Crispy will get stunned out by that incoming defenseman. And into the hands of Sepulcher at the back line. Sepulcher sending it up to Sphinx. And Sphinx is going to send it right through the 2.
Floating to the trench now, so maybe some solo Trennis about to unfold. You can see the defense there trying not to get caught out, and I do like that from underrated rookies. That was Sepulcher, I think, as well. So I like the discipline, you know, when teams know they're trying to pressure and defend at the midfield, but they're also not trying to just go for, you know, the unnecessary stuns where it's super risky for not a lot of payoff. Instead, just pressure and then go.
Absolutely, and that clear will come through, and trying to find a rhythm for both of these teams. Very evenly matched, and they're seeming to slow it down, but Sphinx approaching that bubble with this one-on-one opportunity to cross it back, and it will find its way into the goal. YOLO Man at 4 meters.
Bread and butter right there. Just as I say, it's fun, it's mental, it's fundamental. There was nothing too fancy about it. It was exactly what it needed to be. A 2-on-1 situation at the goal. Just go for the cross pass. You get the higher percentage opportunity. It's exactly what they did. And Blitz now in a position where they want to do maybe much of the same, as they do find themselves down by a couple points with a few minutes remaining in round one.
Absolutely. Yolo Man setting that interception in the hands of Bean, so Bean will get stunned out. It's a loose disc, but picked up by Tall Robert.
Ooh, nice.
Able to get that pass through those defense in the open goal, but not able to complete it as it bounces out of the bubble.
Well, that was definitely tough. I think got caught in the middle of what exactly you want to do with the finish there, which happens from time to time, but just, yeah, awkward angle. Nonetheless, Blitz getting it back here. It's Tall Robert to Bean. Bean from below up to the nest, and a tough bounce, but still grabbed by Crispier. So they'll have another chance here, showing some good willingness to just maintain their steady play and going for that great steady shot tied at 7 apiece.
Absolutely, and tying it up. These teams are back and forth. 2 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. This could go to overtime with how these possessions have been going. Both of these teams are looking pretty good. They get their clears on point. They pursue them, and the backline players are able to find these opportunities for the clears, for the passes, to pull their offenses forward.
Very evenly matched, like you were saying earlier. Love to see it. The disc being sent over to Sepiger, ultimately trying to find Bambi up high, but taking it out, it's Bean. Now you can see immediately, I like that from Blitz, where, look at that, great pass, crispy, but the save, that would have been a gorgeous play, without a doubt for Blitz. But unfortunately for them, underrated rookies collected on the stacks and got it back.
And losing on the floor just for a second, they're going to slow it down. This is what they've been doing, trying to find their rhythm. And it's been working well for them. And they will try to find that pass, but it's not on target. So it will be picked up and slapped forward and back into the hands. It's actually 4 of the players in that trap, and they're looking for an opportunity.
Yep, they are. They just might get it here. Underrated rookies. No, getting it. Stolen save. Tall Robert, a tall order. And that is right out of here. So order in the court as they fly down the court. And let's see if they can report a score into the goal. Let's see. Spreading the floor now, looking good. That was a hot save, and up to the shoulder, trying to take the defense off balance across, and gets it in, actually. Sin right in the rhythm for 2. They're ahead.
A great play from Blitz, excuse me. So Blitz able to get down court. 60 seconds on the clock. They're looking to maintain this 2-point lead. They're trying to pull off this first round win. Just advantage to underrated rookies, but getting stunned out is the QB, but able to get that pass through and looking to put points on the board and tie this up and force an overtime.
Would love to see it, and it would be the first time as of late. So a soft handoff to the bottom right-handed back, and then handing him the 2-point smatter into the goal. That's great. Again, I really love the back and forth we're seeing from these two teams, and furthermore, those fundamental plays, just cross shots. It's so simple, at least on paper, but just the execution of it so important, and that's why we've got a tied game again.
So picking up from Joust's advantage will be Tall Robert. 10 seconds and counting. It's tied up. Highly likely to see an overtime, and that clear attempt will go to the hands of Bambi, and underrated rookies will send it right back. But is that on target? No, will bounce off the nest, and that's it. We've got overtime in the first round.
Wow. Happy to see it. That's all I can say. Here we go.
Absolutely. I know that chat is coming through with support for their teams, and they're looking forward to an exciting matchup, and they've got it. So 2 minutes on the clock for this overtime, and we're a neutral joust.
Quick shout out, you might notice on these jousts, we also got the timings there thanks to Ignite when they get the first tap right below the team names you see there. Now, glad to add that to the overlay. Right now, they're just trying to lay it in. A handoff and a shot right through. It's Bean to Crispier, and they are going to go to round 2 as the winners.
Being able to send an absolute laser beam at 8 meters, and that will take the first round. So great performance in this first round for both teams. This could easily go to 3 rounds with how this is playing out.
Absolutely the case. There you go, fun one. Neither team at any point had pulled away by a ton. It's just a lot of trade-offs of goals, and resulting in the OT. And yeah, just the most entertaining matches that you can expect this deep into the season. Of course, that being said, just want to point out to anyone watching who may be not playing in VRML or, for one reason or the other, that you can join in at any time. It's not a thing where you have to be around since the first week, because look at Blitz here, who just won their game, okay? We're in week 6 of VRML in Season 2, sure, but Blitz, they had their first game on July 24th. So just a couple short weeks ago is when they made their entry. And here they are already getting into the season, finding some great matches against other talented teams, and giving us those OTs that we oh so crave as casters and viewers.
Absolutely, and I second that. Just if you want to play in the VRML, the best time to start is right now.
Or at least after this match. Yeah, absolutely agree. That's a nice thing. Just accessible for any level, any experience level, any type of time dedication you want to put into it. You get what you put, you get back what you put into the league. So you can be casual, you can be competitive, whatever it is. There's more than enough teams at this point, 170 plus worldwide, to support every type of player and every type of team. So definitely join up if you have been considering it.
Definitely. So Sepulcher with possession, sending it right back, and they're going to slow it down, try and pull this defense out of position. And look at this passing. It is on point, and this is what they've been doing for this past round. So they're going to try and pull out this defense, and they do it again. So Sphinx looking for an opportunity, sending it back to Bambi. Down to Sphinx, very close, passing it up for the opportunity to YOLO, man. So great passing from this underrated rookies team.
That was fantastic. So calm and collected. They weren't getting panicked at all. The defense wasn't pressuring them super hard outside the bubble, and therefore, underrated rookies, they responded accordingly. They just gently worked it around until they found the best possible angle, and they got themselves a nice goal. So, great job, as that shot will be taken out here by Sepulcher flying through.
And Sepulcher not under pressure just yet, approaching mid, seeing that stack, anticipating them. And underrated rookie able to get that clear through and looking to pursue it, but the backline player is not going to get it. And it will go into the hands of Bean. Bean will follow up with a clear. Bean able to find these long shots, these long clears, got a great arm. And picking it right back up for another clear through mid.
Now, unfortunately for them, there will be a deep goalie there. Sepulcher able to take it and send it over. So that's the dangers of those long clears, especially for teams who do leave those perma goalies or just really deep backfielders. It's the same case here. You can see Blitz has one in the back line. That said, just a good steal will maybe get them an opportunity, but no hits as it goes back to the rebounded hands of Crispier for a second.
And into the hands of YOLO Man. YOLO Man sending it into the hands of Synth. So back and forth possessions, 2-point advantage. Two underrated rookies in the second round. They fell in the overtime in the first round, so they don't want to get shut out in 2 rounds. Then we'll go to the hands of Tall Robert at the back line. So Blitz looking really good right now. And that stack looking to meet it, but it's going to sail past them, and now they're scrambling for possession.
Yeah, Blitz looking good, but underrated rookies looking good with that 2-point advantage right now. You can see that shot. Kareem's mighty close, but not quite on the dot. But maybe take it back, because he took it back and back again. It's Sphinx denying it and trying for a clear, unable to do so. So good defense from underrated rookies, but they got to do it again. And a nice hit from Bean. Look at that placement right on the feet.
So that's a upper 19 meters. It's going to go into the bottom pocket at 10 meters, but you see that full revolution and that release. No one was expecting that, brute forcing its way into the goal. And I said earlier that Bean's got an absolute arm shooting these laser beams, and he shows that he can do it again.
Exactly that. Laser beans, in fact. They're just incredible speed and placement on that shot. And despite the initially good defense from underrated rookies, we're not able to stop that. And you know what? Not a lot of teams and players would be able to, as they go for the disc once more. Open goal, perhaps, and a walk-in shot from Bean once again.
Someone put beans in my computer.
Beans on a casserole.
Beans on a casserole. Look at this play from Blitz. Bean really doing work. And it's great to see this. So Joust advantage to underrated rookies. 5 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock.
All right, so Sphinx taking the disc over there as Bean and Seppiger at the nest contest each other for a moment or two. I see Bomber blasting Carnage supports these rookies here, so good to see other teams supporting other teams and coming into these streams as Crispier Fries. He's looking, but nope, nothing cooking. It's 4 different players all around that bubble. So a bit of an ill-advised drive will get it back to the hands of the rookies.
Looking for that clear attempt and getting it through mid. Will bounce off the Geo off pack into the hands of backline player Tall Roberts. So they're going to slow it down. They're going to do what Underrated Rookies has been doing. Underrated Rookies now down by 3. And they're going to send an interception, get it right back on that stun. They're not able to find that pass as it bounces off the wall, getting it off the second bounce. Crispier trying to find an opportunity, but going to lose it. And another clear will come through in 2.
All right, so Underrated Rookies down by a few, need to come back here to force that 3rd round. Now they do knock it loose, but Tall Robert is there with almost a unfortunate clear. It's still gonna get back for Synth, and Synth getting it to Bean. Bean trying to find that tunnel, but just a lot of players all converging here in the tunnel in the mid lane. So a lot of these bounces going astray. And actually with a good boost, however, this could get them an open goal. It's Bean! Oh, unable to find it as it bounces down low to Sphinx.
Bean trying to put it in softly. Maybe he should have used that full revolution, used his arm, and now they're going to have this attempt at the bubble. Underrated Rookie setting it below goal, and Sphinx finding the 2 points. So a missed opportunity by Blitz. They're going to regret that one.
And for Underrated Rookies, they're going to applaud that one. They're glad to be back in this match. Still little less than 4 minutes left in a 1-point game. So maybe a momentum swing. Let's see what happens. They're going to need one coming up. And I think for Blitz here, the priority does need to be some control. Do not want to allow the other team to basically to see that goal go in, twice in a row and start having them feel too good, because that's a dangerous thing here at this point of the 2nd round.
Absolutely. And it's always those times that you think you have an open goal, or you do have an open goal, and you shoot it softly that you miss. It's always good to maintain form and shoot every shot as fast as you can. I maintain that philosophy through all of my play. And it will go down through tube into the hands of the backline player Seppiger. Seppiger sending it up to Sphinx, and Sphinx the cross to YOLO Man. So continued great passing from Underrated Rookies.
Trying to get it back here though on a missed one. But yeah, on the whole, their passing has been just stellar, honestly, across multiple plays here. That said, you do see these ebbs and flows, and sometimes it does get lost, and you do have these piles unfold where it's just change of possessions over and over for a minute or two. But that's often the case with teams of any level, of any experience level, just going for a goal now. Going to miss for Bean, and the good positioning though might give him another chance there as a couple stuns unfold.
And to be picked up by Crispier. Crispier able to avoid that defender, pushing off the Geo, getting into the bubble, but sending it cross, picked up by Bean. So Bean, with that arm, he's going to send it to Bowtie. And just great passing from Blitz. And they maintain this opportunity, and up into the goal. It's going to bounce off the crossbar and down in. So Crispier Fries is going to sizzle just a little bit with that shot.
That was ridiculous. Did you see the angle that it bounced off the pole? That was an almost impossible angle, and barely eked its way in. I can't even believe that went through, but it did. So very big hits coming in, and back up by 3 now, forcing the Underrated Rookies into this crunch time position where all the plays are basically clutch from here on out.
Only a 3 will tie it up for Underrated Rookies, and trying to get down towards that bubble of Blitz. Blitz will pick it up. Bean with possession, sending it through tube for another clear. Not able to find his teammate on the first bounce, and that stack for Underrated Rookies will recover. So slowing it down, trying to find these opportune passes. Not able to get that one. Underrated Rookies needs to start putting points on the board and get down towards that bubble.
And that is exactly what they're trying to do. They do have one in a bubble, but it's in their own one, in the back line. So I think at this point in time, with less than a minute left, they really need to drag that backliner into the front here, into the midfield, and give underrated rookies a chance to just work in some maybe easier offense if they can, or at least get those back passes. Because right now, a score will be damaging for Blitz, but just the time regardless is damaging, as a nice clutch indeed on that one is Seppiger coming through. So talk about the big plays. Now they need to find the orange side and just get to it. 30 seconds remaining.
And they can do that. They can tie it up. We'll go to the hands of the backline player. They have this opportunity, but not able to find it. And following through the clear, so 20 seconds on the clock, it will be in that bubble of underrated rookies. They get down into defense. Picking it up will be Crispier. Crispier setting it along the floor. And it will bounce up into the goal. And Bean will finish it off. And that's the second round to Blitz. Blitz able to take it in 2.
Oh, that came right down to the wire, and just an extra half second on one of the about 30 seconds ago on that grab. It could have been even an open 3 to potentially tie it, like you mentioned, but just unable to get there. So, a fair play and smart, in fact, for Blitz having that deep backliner, because with less than a minute left, the very last thing you did want was a 3-point tie. So you wanted to force the twos, and so it was a good dive on that end to kind of slap it back out to this side. For underrated rookies, so very close, but will not be able to get that win. Blitz now getting 2 wins back-to-back here on stream over the last couple days, and showing that they're a team to look after for sure. Newer to the VRML, but again, some impressive efforts.
Absolutely. So that will be this matchup, and underrated rookies will fall to Blitz. Blitz on the board with Bean with 3 points, 4 assists, Synth with 2 points, and 7 points to Crispier Fries. 3 stuns to Tall Robert, and Bambi will come through with 12 stuns. YOLO Man with 6 points, 3 saves. Seppiger with 3 points himself and 7 stuns, and Sphinx coming through with 3 assists and 7 stuns.
Absolutely. And a quick hello to the Twitch chat as we get ready to say goodbye temporarily. It won't be for too long. But see, again, all the folks stopping in there. See Glitzelf and Echo Tammy. We had Titan, Scuba Steve, Bomber Blast, Limiting Walnut. We have Lord FML. I'm sorry. And Ender's Chicken as well hopping in. So good to see all you guys. Fallout Cast, B stands earlier as well. Always appreciate the participation and the support and the chatting and such. It's always good to hang out with everyone here in the evenings. But that said, next match is in about 30 minutes from now. It will be on this channel, and that's going to be a fun one. Actually, a couple fun ones here, as we have challenge matches between Schrodinger's Disc and Protostar, and then a challenge match of 4 Engie Men and Zero Gravity, and those are back-to-back about 30 minutes apart. So that's what's coming up on the list for you, and unless anything changes in the near future, those will be the final 2 streams of the night. So that said, it's been fun. One more shout out as well to our sponsors in ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, Fixed Gaming, and VRware. Of course, don't forget the Oculus Venues events that we hold every single Sunday for the rest of the season. It's at 12 p.m. That's noon PDT, 3 EDT, and 7 UTC. So tune in for those. Shout out to our mods, Wit, Nada, Sneaky Evil, Princess, who just followed us an hour ago on this channel for the first time. I'll point it out again. And Gilligan, Echo Zero, and Dano McFabulous. I love all of our mods, though. They do, without any exaggeration, fantastic work. Really make this league run so much more smoothly than it would have otherwise. So I can't stop shouting their praises because they're pretty amazing. But until then, anyway, next stream, 28 minutes away, so join us for that. I've been Palidore. That's been SputnikKobra right next to me on the cast, and on the cameras, so much for subtlety. Not so subtly doing amazing job as always. So until next time, we'll see you real soon.